So, speaking of guns, you had made some mention about issues with guns and the huge number of guns in the United States
Mhm.
and how often they are used for one reason or another. Do you have any comments about that?
Oh yeah, our our
I
country,
thought you would.
yeah, our country, our country has for centuries um, had a story about itself that includes the presence of firearms. In our Constitution, the amendments, the first 10 amendments to the Constitution include a protection for the ownership of guns that has, by current Supreme Court jurisdiction, been reinforced and confirmed. That all being said, um, the real issue for us is not the presence of guns per se, but it's the firearm violence that places individuals at risk. And so anybody who is, you know, using their right to do something, it's never limitless. It's always controlled by other people. It's in tension with other people's rights. So the people who live in a community where there's the presence of a lot of firearms do not want to have to worry about their children being or themselves being injured because of some mistake, craziness, or whatever. So it is really necessary to establish the patterns of behavior, the regulation of our life together to manage firearm violence, which is a public health risk. And that could entail things like, well, certainly background checks and magazine size limitations. I think the red flag law legislation is a really fine way to help families deal with their worries when somebody in their home perhaps needs help and they have the presence of lethal force at their disposition immediately. These are all good ideas, and we need to use them as a way to manage the risk of our heritage of keeping firearms and guns in our presence.